Hi, everybody. One of the things that I've been noticing in helping the students these last couple of weeks to prepare their submissions for big idea competition is that many of them struggle to have a great idea for a business. And this is totally understandable because most of the students, they don't have enough experience in the field. They are not still working in the field, so they don't have enough baggage in their uh, portfolio of experiences to come up with great ideas. Some of them have ideas that came from, for example, their past experience or from the things that they know or they learn, or sometimes from talking to people that are more expert and they can detect some of these business ideas. But most of the students, they don't have this idea. So my purpose today is to bring you some hints in how you can improve your capacity to come up with ideas. So first of all, let me share the screen here. So it's going to give you some uh, help. Where great business ideas come from. There's three components for that. The first one that I would suggest is that you come up with something that you're passionate about. Think on the things that you love doing, things that you are naturally interested in, curious in knowing and learning more about without anybody asking you to. Think on the things that are your hobbies, okay, your what you spend your free time. These are your passions. These are the things that you love talking about that. Okay, so that is the first component. The second components are the skills that you have, the things that you are naturally good at. It can be your major, for example, or any area of study that you are in. It can be something that you know how to do and you are proud of knowing how to do that. It can be things that people compliment you about. People ask you help for doing that, to do that. So these are your skills, things that you are good at. And you put the third component, which is market. So market means whatever you can do that you love doing, is there a market for that? And market, what I mean, is not necessarily a market of uh, possible customers. You don't need to think of customers right now, but think mostly what is there something that people like it? Is there people that people need it? People would buy from you, people would pay for that, people would attribute some level of value to that. Okay. So if you put them the three together, then you have possible ideas. And remember, in order to have the great idea, you probably need to brainstorm several ideas. So the best way to get a great idea is to have many ideas. So you can easily discard those that are not that good ideas, and you will remain with some two or three options that are the best. Okay. Another thing that we normally say about great ideas, that great ideas are connected to great opportunities. What are opportunities? Opportunities is something that you can improve, something that already exists and can be better. Okay, so making something better is an opportunity, or sometimes opportunity comes from a change, which means something is happening out there that is making some changes in the industry. It can be a new technology, it can be a new law, it can be some event or some natural occurrence, um, or it can be a new political status. It can be anything. So changes is happening every time, everywhere. And every time that happens change, it happens also opportunities, something new that was not before, and it happens now. So look for changes and you will find opportunities. And ultimately, in problems. So good opportunities also come from problems. And about problems, I want to talk more about this. So take, for example, COVID. COVID hit the entire world, it changed the entire life of people. So during COVID, you know that people had to change their lives. People all of a sudden was restrained in their homes. People were afraid of getting contaminated. People are bored in their houses without nothing to do. People were losing money because their business stopped because they lost their jobs. People are dying because of the illness or some parallel related illness, losing jobs or just isolated. So this is the negative effect of COVID. And normally when we talk about COVID, only bad feelings and bad thoughts coming like those ones. Okay. But if you look on the other side, COVID also brought a lot of new opportunities. So take, for example, Amazon and Instacart. So those delivery service, they flourished during COVID and after that remained. Restaurants with the delivery and takeout, if you don't have a delivery or takeout, if you have a restaurant, you probably had to change something in your operations in order to survive. And that change was implementing delivery services and takeout because people are not coming to the restaurants anymore after that. Another thing that flourished is gyms and fitness centers. They just got, with the lockdown, completely empty of people. People could not come to gym academies. So online gyms and fitness was a way that they can improvise and offer the services remotely. Digital content providers also, they raised during the COVID. Game makers, people locked down at homes, they started doing jigsaw puzzles or other games, online games, and several others. Meal preparation services. So you don't have your business anymore. You start cooking meals and delivering door to door. So it became a new business that is still today on. Cleaning services with this obsession about not getting contaminated. Cleaning services in general for mostly of these public services, it became something really important for most of the business. So if you have a cleaning service, you are successful overnight. So what this is showing us is that for every opportunity, every problem, there is one or more opportunities. And it's mostly the way that we see things. Most people, when a problem hits, what they see is the negative behaviors, like something bad happening and they freeze. But some people, they have a positive behavior and what they see is opportunities. And that's how they bring innovation. That's how they start new things. It's based on the opportunities, based on the same problem. It's the same problem, or they just reframe it as a new opportunity. So reframing problem into opportunities is something that you can do as well. So find problems and try to reinterpret the problem. Try to think in this problem in a different way. So solving a problem, merely solving a problem, is not an opportunity. You have to turn the problem into something good. You have to restate the problem in a different meaning. So how the negative could be positive, okay? So when you reframe a problem, you try to exercise, to practice new points of view. You try to see something that is different from a person like you could not see. So you are a student, when you go to the classroom, the only thing you see is a classroom, right? But imagine if you are a firefighter. What would a firefighter would notice in a classroom? Probably emergency exits, right? Or a dance teacher. How a dance teacher could see a classroom? He would say, oh, let's get rid of all these chairs and tables, and they have a better dance space. Or a book writer, or a homeless, okay? Or a traveler, or a fortune teller, a rapper. What would your grandma think about this classroom? So every place you go, every situation you live, every product you deal with, try to see this from a different perspective, from a different point of view. In impersonating somebody that is completely different from you, how would they feel or they see the same situation? So one thing that you see as a problem can be an opportunity from a different perspective. So take, for example, this statement. Okay, this is just an example. Mauritius is a small island and insignificant island in the Indian Ocean. Okay, so the way you read it, this is a problem, right? But what if you can reinterpret this problem in a way that it can be something positive? So, for example, Mauritius is the largest ocean state in the world. Okay, so the fact is still the same. It's the Mauritius Island. The island keeps being the same, but the perspective changes when you reinterpret, when you reframe the situation in a positive way. In the first state, the small and insignificant island lost in the Indian Ocean, you see no possibilities there. You see, let's avoid Mauritius at all cost. But when we see Mauritius is the largest ocean state in the world, well, that brings you possibilities. Not necessarily that's going to be great ideas, but at least it brings you possibilities. New ideas come from positive perspectives. So you can start thinking in fishing industry. You start thinking in water entertainment businesses and all sorts of things that the possibilities of the largest ocean state in the world can give you. Okay, so that's my second invitation, is to start thinking on the world and seeing the world around you from different eyes, from different perspectives, and try to identify possibilities in everything around you. Some of them will be problems into opportunities. Some of them are things that already happen, but you can improve. Okay, so these are some of the hints that I have. I can have more. You may come to our ideation sessions on the Idea Factory at the library second floor. We will be hosting additional 2 ideation sessions this Friday, the 10th, and the next Friday, the 17th, where we are going to brainstorm and put together people from different backgrounds and brainstorming together new business ideas. Okay, even if you already have your idea, you can validate your idea with us, or you already are sure about your idea, you also want to come, and we can help you to write the 2 pages proposition. Okay, so that's the possibility that I am opening to you, and I hope you guys come to meet us this or next Friday. Okay, remember, February 3rd, February 10th, 1 to 3 p.m. You can show up at any time at the Idea Factory, library room 229. Come over and let's have fun. Okay, thank you very much. See you there.